Now, without a doubt, we have all witnessed what happened with The Mandalorian Season 2. It was really a season that brought the fans together and reunited the entire Star Wars fandom as we speak. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that obviously we have all witnessed exactly what happened between Kathleen Kennedy and Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau having the chance to really take over Star Wars with Mando Season 2, to really show the fans exactly what can be done with Star Wars if you put your mind to it and you allow a passionate creator on board. Really gave the fans some big insight into exactly the fact that Disney, yes, can do amazing things when it comes to Star Wars. It's all rooted to Kathleen Kennedy at the end of the day, who was really polluting the franchise. We all saw what happened with The Last Jedi, and especially even with The Rise of Skywalker as well. Now, with that being said, of course, Jon Favreau is a hard-working man right now. He's already working on Mandalorian Season 3, as well as the Book of Boba Fett, and let's not forget about Mandalorian Season 4 in the mix. Now, on top of all of this, what's really exciting all has to do with Disney's plan for the future of this new Star Wars universe and the entire franchise as a whole. Now, what's really exciting beyond all of this is the fact that we do, yes, have Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and George Lucas all working together as a team to really deliver as much authentic material as possible moving ahead. Now, with that being said, of course, alright, what's really exciting is that with The Mandalorian Season 2 finished, both Disney and Lucasfilm have been focused on the future of Star Wars, and more with their new projects. It's described, however, that creator Jon Favreau is working closely with other creators to finish a Rey Kenobi scene from the original cut of Episode 9 that is planned for a 4-hour cut of The Rise of Skywalker. Now, it's described that the Rey Kenobi scene was only partially shot and involved a full-on sequence in which Rey travels to the lost city of the Jedi and discovers the Temple of the Prime Jedi, which was teased in The Last Jedi. Now, let's stop right here for 1 second. The Prime Jedi, in case you guys did not know, the mosaic can be seen in the first Jedi Temple in Episode 8. Now, moving along, it's noted that the scene progressed to a moment in which Rey enters a place called the Lake of Dreams, in which she meditates while floating in shallow water in the dark, where she actually begins to hear the Force Ghost voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, this is exactly when the revelation of Kenobi revealing to her that he is actually her grandfather by calling her granddaughter in the sequence happens. Ewan McGregor was actually said to have worked on the scene in which Rey also sees a vague image of Kenobi in the distance, similar to how Luke saw Kenobi on Hoth. That was done by CGI work, however, not finished due to Kathleen Kennedy switching to the Rey Skywalker format. This entire scene is planned to be finished for the Rise of Skywalker 4-hour cut that they aim to drop in 2023 as a separate scene, however, and that this Rey Kenobi sequence and concept will not be labeled as canon, as Jon Favreau is still trying to make her into a legitimate Skywalker for, of course, the future canon material. Now, with that being said, guys, like I said, I think that what they're ultimately trying to do is that they're trying to show the fans exactly what could have been for Episode 9 if Kathleen Kennedy did not intervene. Let's not forget, and make no mistake here, that Rise of Skywalker was going to be a very, very good movie. I think it was going to be probably the best of the sequel trilogy, in my opinion, through the way that they were originally going. Now, to me, I feel that where we are at right now in the sequel trilogy, The Force Awakens, I think, stands as the most authentic movie out of all three, and that's saying a lot. In no way am I saying is it, better than the originals or the prequels. All I'm saying is that it is more true to Star Wars than The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker was, at least in my book. That's just how I see things. The Rise of Skywalker, yes, it did have the return of Palpatine. Yes, it did give us, a couple of scenes that were actually pretty cool. But at the end of the day, the way I see the sequel trilogy movies is that it's like you only enjoy specific bits and pieces here and there. I never really enjoyed the movies consistently, if that makes a lot of sense. When you watch the original trilogy, you love the movies in its entirety, right? You can watch it from start to finish and love every single frame just about. There's something about the originals that just work. And it's similar with the prequel trilogy. Yes, they are different. Yes, it got criticism. But to me, it is more Star Wars than the sequel trilogy will ever be. So this Rey Kenobi concept that is being worked on and how they plan to unveil it in 2023, I get it, it's still a ways off, but it will be here before you know it. Time just flies, and that's the truth. So, Rey Kenobi as a character I think would have worked better. It would have made more sense than Rey Palpatine. Rey Palpatine was obviously a way to justify as to why Rey was so very powerful through the ways of the Force, with no explanation in The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi at the time. So yeah, guys, like I've said before in the past, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night